So I'll open a new program. Say I'll type hash include. Say stdio.h. Okay, after that conio.h. Okay, after that void main. Okay, now here just I'll clear the screen. First I'll clear the screen. Okay, before that let me declare some variables. Int say n1 is equal to 100. Say n2. Okay, I'll use something new. n2 is equal to 200. Okay, I'll give semicolon. One more thing, r. I'll declare variable r for reminder. Okay, now we need to find out the reminder. R is equal to, now how to find out the reminder? n1 modulus okay, n1 modulus n2. Okay, give semicolon. Now print printf, print the result. We can give the message, the reminder is you write percentage d. Okay, because we are printing an integer, so reminder. Okay, now use get ch. Now you tell me what will be the result. 100 divided by 200. What will be the result? Please unmute yourself and you can answer.
100.
Good.
100.
Okay, just I will save this. Save as program 9.c. Okay, click OK. Now I'll compile it. Some mistake. Now what is the mistake?
Underscore,
sir.
Good.
Minus.
Underscore. I have missed underscore. Okay. As a practice, what I used to do is only I used to give n2. Okay. In the real world programming, they'll be also using underscores. So I'll save it. I'll compile it. Now I'll run it. So you see there, the reminder is 100. Say this time I'll take n1 as 1000. Now what will be the reminder?
800.
Reminder, if I divide 1000 with 200.
0.
Okay, good. I'll compile it. I'll run it. You see there, the remainder is 0. Okay. Now let me take some simple examples. This time I'll take n2 as 2. Okay. Now what will be the remainder? 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 1 itself. See there, the remainder is 1 itself. Okay. Now I'll exit this. I'll exit the editor. I'll save it. Operators. I was telling you about arithmetic operators. Here you see the remainder. Okay. Similarly, relational operators. I told you about relational operators. Okay. In today's class, we'll be learning logical operators. Okay. In today's class, you are going to learn logical operators. Okay. So, logical operators. They perform logical operations. They perform logical and, logical or, logical not. These kind of activities they do. Okay. So if you see the operators, they are AND. Okay, this is known as AND operator. And similarly, one more thing, this is known as OR operator. This is known as OR operator. Okay, it's also known as pipeline operator. Okay, this is also known as pipeline operator. Okay, this is also known as pipeline operator. Now the next thing is negation. Okay, not. We may use this one for not. Now you must know. Let me start with AND operation. Let me start with AND operation. It performs a logical AND. It performs logical AND. Okay. This operator performs logical AND. Okay. Whenever we say the logical AND, whenever we say the logical AND, 0 and 0, 0, 0 and 0. Okay. Can you tell me what is 0 and 0? You have learned this one in PUC.
0.
0.
0. Okay. Now 0, 0 and 0 and 1. 0 and 1.
0.
0 and 1 is 0. Okay. Now 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Okay, let it be 1 and 0. What it is? 0. Okay. Now 1 and 1. 1 and 1. It is 1. 1 and 1 is 1. It's like this. If there are two switches, okay, if there are two switches and one bulb, okay, and one bulb. So you can take the analogy that if both the switches are on, then only the bulb will be glowing. The bulb will be glowing. Okay, you can take that analogy. Okay, or that analogy. Now this is logical AND. This is logical AND. Okay, you must know this. Now OR, logical OR. We are using pipeline symbol. Okay, logical OR. In this, what happens is any one switch is on. Okay, the bulb will be glowing. Okay, the bulb will be glowing. Okay, you can take that analogy. Okay, so 0, 0 and 0, 0 and 0. It is 0 and 0. It is both the switches are off. That means 0. Okay, good. Now 0 and 0 and 1. 0 and 1. What it is? 1. You see that I told you there are two switches and one bulb. If one of the switches is on, means the bulb will be on. Okay. So 0 and 1 is 1. Now one more thing. 1 and 0. 1 and 0. 1 and 0. What it is? It is 1. Okay. Now similarly, 1 and 1. 1 and 1. 1 and 1 is 1. Okay. This is the logic for the OR gate. Similarly, not. Okay. For not, if it is 1 means it becomes 0. Okay. If it is 0 means it becomes 1. You see there what I told just now? Say the logical AND. The logical AND. We may use two ANDs. Similarly, the logical OR. We may use two ORs. Okay. So this is the example. A and B. Similarly, OR. Okay. Here we are using expression. Similarly, not. Okay. So you can see there the truth table for AND. 0 and 0 is 0. 0 and 1 is 0. 1 and 0 is 0. 1 and 1 is 1. Similarly for OR, 0 or 0 is 0. 0 or 1 is 1. 1 or 0 is 1. 1 or 1 is 1. Okay, like this. Say for not, you see there, logical not. Let me program this. Okay, so I'll open a new file. Hash include stdio.h. Okay, hash include conio.h. Now void main. Okay, I'll take b1 is equal to, say, integers. I'll take them as integers. Int b1 is equal to 0. Now comma b2 is equal to 0. b2 is equal to 0. Now I'll take r for result. Now r is equal to b1 and, first we will do and b1 and b2. Now we'll print this. Printf result is percentage d, okay, comma r. Now I'll close this, get ch, close this. Here will come here, clear screen. Now I'll save it. I'll give the name as program 9.c. Now tell me what will be the result. 0 and 0. 0. Okay, let me run this. You see there, the result is 0. Now I'll change it. Here I'll give, instead of 0, here I'll give 1. Here I'll give 1. Okay, I'll save it. Okay, you can press F2. After that, compile it, run it. You see there it is 0. Now 1, the next thing is 1, 0. 1, 0. I'm changing in the values here of b1 and b2. Okay, let me compile that. Let me run that. You see there, the result is 0. Now I'll change this one as 1. What will be the result? 1 and 1.
1.
I'll compile it. I'll run it. You see there, the result is 1. Okay. Now this time we will do with OR operation. Okay. For OR we must use 2 pipeline symbols. Okay. Here it is 0. Here it is 0. Now you tell me 0 or 0. What will be the result? You see there it is 0. 0 or 0 is 0. Now this time I will change 0 or 1. I'll compile this. I'll run it. So 0 or 1 is 1. Similarly, this time I'll change 1 or 0. Okay, I'll run it. You'll get as 1. Result is 1. Now similarly, 1 or 1. You'll get, the result is 1. Okay. Now let me try for not. Okay. Say we need to do not of a not symbol. Okay. Now what will be the result? I have took b1. As 1. I'm negating that. So what will be the result? Any one of you unmute and you can speak.
0.
0. Okay, let me run that. You see there, the result is 0. So what I do is, instead of here, I will change this one to 0. Here I will change that one to 0. Okay, you can see there, I am negating b1. 0 becomes 1. 0 becomes 1. Now the result is 1. The result is 1. Okay. Now let me come out of this. Let me come out of this. Yes. Now what you need to do is, everybody type me logical AND, logical OR, and NOT operation. Everybody in the chat box. Logical AND. I did a mistake. I did a mistake here. Okay, I did a logical AND. In the computer, we need to perform 2 times AND. 2 times AND. Okay, and 2 times OR. And 2 times OR. Okay. Two times. Good Sukrut, good Sagar, good Vaishnavi. See here, whenever I ask you something, you must type me like this. And, okay, and give some space, and, okay, or, next you write or, 2 times pipeline symbol. Okay, now the next thing is not. The next thing is not. Not. You must type not. Okay, like this. Like this. Good. Good, Sukrut. Say here. Good, Tarun. Okay. You see there? I have explained you logical AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. Okay. Now the next operators are assignment operators. The next operators are assignment operators. Okay. Assignment operators. Now, whenever we say assignment operators, A is equal to 10. Okay. A is equal to 10. The value of 10. The value of 10 is assigned to A. Okay. Here the value 10 is assigned to A. Okay. Now similarly, T is equal to 20. The value 20 is assigned to 20. Okay. Similarly, this is known as assignment operator. Okay. This is known as assignment operator. You see there? This is simple assignment. This is simple assignment operator. Next, you'll be having shorthand assignment operators. Next, you'll be having shorthand assignment operator. Shorthand assignment operators. Okay. Don't worry about spellings. Okay. Say A is equal to A plus B. A is equal to A plus B. Instead of writing like this, I'll be writing A plus is equal to B. A plus is equal to B. This is known as shorthand assignment operator. Okay. Say, let me take you one more example. Instead of writing A is equal to A plus 2, I'll be writing A plus is equal to 2. Okay. Similarly, instead of writing A is equal to A minus 20. Okay, instead of writing A is equal to A minus 20, what I do is A minus is equal to 20. Okay, this is shorthand assignment operators. Okay, so let me list out them.
20, sir. You have written 10.
Oh, yes. Okay. Now, let me list out them. Plus is equal to, plus is equal to, okay. Minus is equal to, minus is equal to. Similarly, star is equal to, star is equal to. Similarly, division is equal to. All these are shorthand assignment operators. Okay. Say for example, instead of writing a is equal to a divided by 10, a divided by 10. Okay, what I'll be writing? A divided by is equal to 100. No need to write one more time a. No need to write one more time a. That's why this is known as shorthand assignment operator. Okay. Now instead of a, it may be an expression also. Instead of a, it may be an expression also. Okay, a plus b is equal to a plus b is equal to a plus b minus c, a plus b plus c, plus c. Okay, instead of writing like this, what I do is a plus b plus is equal to c. Okay, we can write like this also. I am avoiding to write one more time a plus b. Okay, here a plus b is an expression. Here a plus b is an expression. Okay. Now let me define you what is an expression. Expression. Can anybody say me what is an expression? A plus b here is an expression. It's a combination of, expression is a combination of operators and operands. Okay, expression is the combination of operators and operands. Okay, let me give you example. A plus b, simple expression. A plus b into c, it is an expression. Similarly, if you take any big example, a divided b plus c divided by b. Okay, this is an expression. Okay. Similarly, we can add n number of operators and operands. That is known as an expression. Okay. Now, I told you the operators, assignment operators. Among the assignment operators, it is shorthand assignment operator. Next, now everybody type me shorthand assignment operators. Everybody type me shorthand assignment operators. Everybody. Only shorthand assignment operators. Plus is equal to, minus is equal to, operators. Not the word. You must type me plus is equal to, minus is equal to, star is equal to, slash is equal to, these things. Okay, good Abdul, good Tarun. Okay, everybody. Good, Umehani, good. Good. Good, Tejas. Okay. Okay, good, every one of you. Now, the next concept is increment and decrement operators. Okay. So, plus is known as increment operator. Minus is known as decrement operator. Okay. So, increment operators, increment operator. Say increment operators, example is plus plus. This is the increment operator. Okay, now for example, if I take if I say we can prefix, we can prefix like this is known as prefix. Okay, prefixing the operator. This is known as pre-increment, this is known as pre-increment. Okay, now a plus plus, this is postfix, this is postfix. Okay, this is known as post increment, this is known as post increment. Okay, now let me take int a is equal to 100. Okay, I'll take one more variable for result, b. Okay, now b is equal to plus plus a, plus plus a. Okay, first the value of a is let me print that print result is percentage d. Okay, percentage d. Here I'm printing b, now can you tell me what will be the b value?
101.
101. You will get 101. First, the value of a will be incremented. Okay, so 100 becomes 101, and that is stored in b. So you'll get the result as 101. Similarly, what I do is just I'll copy these things. I'll come down. I'll paste here. If it is post increment, post increment, a plus plus, now the value of a will be assigned to b. What is the value of a here? 100. 100 will be assigned to b. Okay, so we will get the output as 100. This is known as post increment. Because the value is assigned first, then it is incremented. Okay, incremented afterwards. Okay, so it is known as post increment. Okay, after this line, if I print one more time, I'll copy this, I'll paste it. Now this time I'll print a. Okay, this time I'll print a. What will be the value? 101. Okay. See here, first I am assigning a as 100. Okay, I am declaring one more variable b. Now I am incrementing. Okay, but before incrementing, I am using that value. The value of a is assigned to b. The value of a is not incremented, but it is assigned to b. So b becomes 100. So I'm printing b. So you'll get 100. Okay. After assigning a is incremented. Okay, the a value will be changed to, in this statement, a value will be changed to 101. Okay. Not here. Here what happens is a becomes 101. Okay. That value I am printing here. That makes the difference. Okay, are you able to understand? Say me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
I'll execute it and I'll show you now. Increment and post increment and pre-increment and post increment. Okay, good. Okay, let me show you one more example. Decrement operator. Within the bracket it is minus. Within the bracket it is minus. 2 times minus. If you take, it will be decremented by 1. The value will be decremented by 1. Value is decremented by 1. Okay. Let me take a is equal to 99. Okay. So Again, two type of increments are, two types of decrements are there. Pre-decrement, pre-decrement. Whenever we say pre-decrement, it is minus minus a. Okay. Post-decrement, post-decrement. It is a minus minus. This is post-decrement. Okay. In this example, I am taking a is equal to 99. I am taking one more variable b. B for a result. Now b is equal to minus minus a, minus minus a. If I print it, printf, result is percentage d. Okay. Now tell me what will be the output. You can unmute and you can speak.
98.
99 becomes 98 and 98 is assigned to b. I'm printing b. I'm printing b. So you'll get 98. Okay. Now I'll copy the same thing. I'll run it. I'll paste it. You see there, I took a is equal to 99. I took one more variable b. This time I will do a minus minus. This is known as post decrement. Post decrement. Okay. Now what happens is the value of a is used. The value of a is used first. Okay. So what will be the output? The value of a is used first. What is the value of a here?
99.
99. So b becomes 99. So you are printing 99. But here what happens is a value is 98. A value is 98 after decrement. After decrement. This is the difference. This is the difference. Okay. The value is used in the expression first. Okay, then it is decremented. The value, initial value was 99. 99 will be assigned to b. Then it is decremented. So 99 becomes 98. But 98 we are not using here. In this expression, we are using only the initial value. If you want to print the a value after this, if you print the a value, printf, result is percentage d, comma b, comma a. Okay, we are printing a value here. We are printing a value. So you'll get 98. You'll get 98. Okay, this is pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, and post-decrement. Okay, let me execute you that. I'm opening the editor. Say I'll create a new file. Here I'll type hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. Okay, void main. After this, here I'll take integer, say integer n1 is equal to 100. N1 is equal to 100. I'll take R for result. Now R is equal to N1 plus plus. Okay, N1 plus plus. I'll print it. Printf result is percentage d. Okay, comma R. Close this. Now get ch. Here I'll use clear screen. Okay. Now here I'll take one more statement. Printf. I'll write after pre-increment. After pre-increment. So we can write here /new line. Okay. Now I'll save it. I'll give the name as program10.c. Program10.c. You see there, I'm taking a variable n1. I'm taking variable n1 initialized with 100. I'm taking one more variable r to print the result. Okay. Now I'm clearing the screen. After that, I'm pre-incrementing it. Okay. N1 will be incremented. It becomes 101, and 101 will be assigned to r. So I'm giving a message after pre-increment. Okay. Result is 101. You'll get the output as result is 101. Okay. Let me run this. So what is the mistake?
Oh, no, sir.
Yes. Okay. Here it is. I have changed the spelling. I'll run it. You see there, after pre-increment, result is 101. Result is 101. Okay. Say instead of 100, I'll take this one as a 10. Now what will be the result? 10 becomes 11. 10 becomes 11. You see there, the result is 11. The result is 11. After pre-increment, the result is 11. Okay. Now, instead of 10, I'll take 5. I'll take 5. What will be the output? You can speak.
6, sir.
Okay. After pre-increment, result is 6. I'll compile this. I'll run this. You see there, after pre-increment, result is 6. Okay. Now, similarly, this time post-increment. I'm doing post-increment. I must suffix here. I must suffix 2 times plus plus. 2 times plus plus. So here I must give the message. What must be the message? After post increment. After post increment. Okay. Now what happens is I'm taking n1 is equal to 5. Now 5 is assigned to r. Okay. The r value remains as 5 itself. So we are printing 5 itself. Okay. But the n1 is incremented. N1 becomes 6. N1 becomes 6. We are not using 6 here. We are using only previous value. Okay. So let me run that. You see there, the result is 5. The result is 5. Okay. Now, let me print the n1 value. Let me print n1 value. Printf, but n1 value is, but n1 value is percentage d. Okay. Here you can write n1. Okay. I will save it. I will compile it. I'll run it. You see there, after post increment, result is 5, but n1 value is 6. Okay. I will use /n. I'll compile this. I'll run this. You see there, but n1 value is 6. Now, let me take n1 is equal to 500. N1 is equal to 500. So, r value becomes 500, but n1 is incremented. Okay. Let me run that. You see there, but n1 value is 501. N1 value is 501. Okay. Are you able to understand? You can unmute and you can speak.
Yes, sir.
Say happily. Say me yes, sir. No.
Yes, sir.
You can say happily no also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, be happy first. Okay. Now, decrement. The next thing is decrement. Okay. Here I'll take minus minus. Here I'll take minus minus. Now here I'll write after pre-decrement. Here I'll write pre-decrement. After pre-decrement, okay. Say I'll comment this. I'll comment this line. It's of no use. Now 500 is decremented. 500 is decremented and assigned to R. 500 becomes 499. Okay, 499 is assigned to R. So you'll get the message like after pre-decrement result is 499. After pre-decrement result is 499. Okay. Now I'll take 50. I'll take 50. Now what will be the output? 50 becomes 49. 49 is
49, sir.
49. Okay, so you'll get after pre-decrement. See there? After pre-decrement, result is 49. Okay. Now, this is about pre-decrement. If it is post-decrement, here I must write n1 minus minus. Okay. Now here I must write after post-decrement. After post-decrement. Now it is, what will be the value? $50 is assigned to R. 50 is assigned to R.
R value is 50, sir.
50. Okay. You see there? After post decrement, result is 50. After post decrement, result is 50. Okay. But we are not printing N1. We are not printing N1. Okay. If you see N1, if you see N1, now you will get 49. But N1 value is 49. Let me explain you one more time. I'm taking one variable 50. 50 value is assigned first. In this expression, 50 value is assigned to R. So R becomes 50. Okay. After assigning, what we are doing for N1 is decremented. N1 becomes 49 now. N1 becomes 49. Okay, if you print it, N1 will be getting 49. Okay, if you print it, we'll be getting N1 is 49. Okay, now let me take one more example. 5. Okay, now R becomes 5. R becomes 5. First value is assigned to R. N1 value is 5. 5 is assigned to R. So if you print R, we will get 5. Okay, after that, N1 is decremented. 5 becomes 4. 5 becomes 4. We are not using post decremented value. We are not using 4 anywhere. Okay, if you print N1, we will get 4. Okay, N1 value is now 4. But N1 value is 4. Okay. I'll quit. Now, everybody type me. Whatever I type here, just you type me that. Okay. Whatever I write here, you type me that. Plus plus A plus plus, minus minus A minus minus. Okay. Let me type, everybody type these things. Good, Sukrut. Good. Everybody. Plus plus A plus plus, not is equal to Tarun, Vishwa. Good, Vaishnavi. Good, Umehani. Plus plus A plus plus, Okay. Now you see here. I'll take b is equal to plus plus a plus a, okay, plus a. Okay, if you type this, if you execute this, what will be the value? I'll take a is equal to 10. I'll take a is equal to 10. Okay, let me run this. This will be interpreted like this. Okay, now a, okay, in this a becomes 11, here it becomes 11. Okay, it is pre-incremented, okay, 11 plus, again it is incremented, 11 becomes 12, so 11 plus 12, it is 23, it is 23. Okay, now similarly I'll take, am I fast?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now even you can take a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5. I'll take b is equal to, we can change the combination, minus a, minus a, minus plus a, minus a, minus plus a. Okay, let me show you this. Minus is decremented, minus a, minus 5, it becomes 4. Okay, 4 minus a is incremented, 4 becomes 5, 4 minus 5, it is minus 1. Okay, here it is 23, okay, let me stop this here. I'll execute this one in the next class. I'll take the attendance also in the next class. Okay. Today I will not take any attendance. So in this class you learned logical operators, logical AND, logical OR, logical NOT. Next, assignment operators. In the assignment operators you learned shorthand assignment operators. Okay, after that increment and decrement operators. In the increment and decrement operators, post increment, pre-increment, post decrement, pre-decrement. Okay, you must read it, okay, try to revise every day. Let me stop here. Watch the videos if you don't understand. Okay, read the notes also, read the PDF notes. Thank you, every one of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Say happily, Amisha.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
be happy first. Okay, thank you, every one of you.
Thank you, sir.